Hello, it's XD, and today we are making an automatic kelp farm. This kelp farm is insanely useful and can get you loads of kelp in very quick time. As you can see, it's also able to be decorated in any way you want. I will be showing you in this video a shell of how to make one. Then you can customize it in any way you want. As you can see, it's making a lot of kelp in very quick times. So without any further ado, let's get started. So what you'll need are some basic materials such as chest, hopper, redstone, observers, pistons, sandstone, sand, glass panes, glass, a door, kelp, and a water bucket. What you want to do is start off, find out how large you want this build. If you want it to be little or small, you can do 2, but I would recommend for the best size 5. After you do that, you want to go up, place 2 of either glass or building block. I would recommend glass on the back side like this. If you're wondering, this sand is where kelp will be placed. Then here, place 1. This is where your door will be placed in. Here, you also place 2. Next, on this side, you want to place a few pistons, each facing this side. Now, from behind, you can use sandstone to place 5 different sandstone blocks, and behind that, you go 1 more layer. Now, after that, place redstone, and from there you want these observers to have this part right here on the back. So as you can see, this face has to go here. What this will do is, when the kelp grows this large, it will be broken and drop down. From there, you want to place this up 2 blocks, and here, get your door out. This door isn't totally necessary, but it's very helpful. What you want to do with this door is go from here and put it from the back. Now what this will do is, let's say there's a bug in your system and the kelp isn't growing or it's kind of broken. All you have to do is come in from this door, break the kelp, and replace it. You'll see it more in detail when we get to it. Next, you want to place 1 block above here. And then finish the top layer using a full layer of glass. After that, you want to go up by 2. What this will do here is drop all the kelp into a collection system where it's all going to get collected. Next, you want to first block off this layer for now, and then bring out your kelp and water. You want to place them all on the observers, and as you can see, they all flow down here. Next, you want to add, not right now, I would recommend not to add your kelp right now, or else the pistons are going to keep on pushing over and over. So instead, what you want to do is start the second part of the farm. You want to add a second layer to what you've already made, and then break these first layer. Next, you want to put glass panes, then break this center. As you can see, now the water is flowing in this direction, so when any kelp falls, it will come directly and drop here. Next, you want to go here, break these 2 blocks, and this is where your chest will be. Next, you finish off the layer by adding the outer shell. Basically, this is just a 3-block front, forward, and left. Yep. So you go there, 1, 2, 3, and you just keep on doing that until you finish the shell. Once you're here, you want to finish the rest of the shell, and now you're here. One of the second last steps you need to do is come here and place glass panes. Be very careful when you place them, as you can make mistakes like that. But don't be afraid to make any, because you can just simply break it. Now, as I'm speaking here, the materials of this does cost a lot of glass, but most of the glass isn't necessary. It's just made for made for your eyes to look good. Some of the glass which is necessary is this front layer, as that's where all the kelp is going to fall down and get collected by hoppers, was going to be placed. But then again, you may or may not be able to do the same with the walls. So basically, glass isn't completely needed, but you could use it if you want because it looks better. It's also helpful when you're trying to decorate this build. Now, what you want to do is break a layer of this. As you can see, you leave this layer of the shell with no sensors touched, but then you want to break everything under this glass pane, and then two to the side. Over here is where you're going to put your chest first, and also your hoppers. First, you put your chest 2 blocks like this. From here, you can open it since this is glass. This glass can be removed, but there may be a chance that it could just flow out and make a mistake. So I would recommend putting this, if you don't want it to be glass, as an upside down stair, because that also works when you can open the chest. And finally, one of the final steps is this. Place your hoppers directly in front of the chest, first one. Then the next one directly in front of that hopper, and chain this, depending on how long it is. If this is 50 blocks, you have to do it that much, but I would recommend 5 is for a basic one. If you're really trying to get a lot, I would say 10 is probably a best amount. Now, as you can see, this door will help you be able to place the kelp when you're ready. And let's say if it bugs or makes a mistake, you can come in, fix the kelp. From there, your final step is to place the kelp. Now, once you've done that, close the door so it doesn't affect the rates of this farm, and then watch it grow. As you can see, once you're done that, you can customize it to how you like, and slowly but surely, your kelp will start to grow. And when the observer detects it growing, it will, I'll just do this for you guys. Best way to show you. So, as you can see right here, when this grows to the observer will detect it and make the piston push it. So as you can see, then because of the hoppers, it will all be collected here, placed into this chest. And this chest is fully collectible. And as far as I know, unless your kelp isn't working correctly, this has no bugs, and it'll probably never change. So here you go. Now, thanks for watching this video, and I'll actually see you in the next one. If I continue doing this, maybe do you want to see me do a survival series, farm? Let me know in the comments. But for now, see ya, bye.